Matt, I want to start with you because this transaction gives you about $1 billion to deploy through both the SPAC and its corresponding pipe. How do you plan to use that money?
Yeah, we're excited. We're spending a lot of that money and focus on technology. We have about 1,000 technology people. We'll continue to invest in technology. We have some big releases this year we're excited about, and also expanding the notoriety of the mortgage broker channel. Findamortgagebroker.com, educating consumers the fastest, easiest, cheapest way to get a mortgage is through a mortgage broker. So we're going to spend a lot of money on those two things.
Alec, in the proxy that you filed last month, it said that you looked at about 40 other companies, signed NDAs with about 18 of those, and came somewhat close to acquiring 2 others, one in the sporting goods retail space, another in the medical devices space. Ultimately, you decided on United Wholesale Mortgage, which retains the title, as we mentioned, of the largest SPAC to date. Some people will look at that as a validation of the SPAC process. Others will look at that and they'll say, this makes me a little bit nervous about what's going on with SPACs right now. What can you tell them about the due diligence process you went through in order to sign this deal?
Sure. We've been doing this for a long time. We've been doing this for over 40 years. So we do a really good job, make sure we vet out our opportunities. In this case, with UWM, we have Matt as an amazing leader who's been in business for a long time, built an amazing company, has a great history of track record. So we have the luxury of looking at a lot of opportunities. In this case, we felt like it's the best opportunity by far. And again, we do very, very deep due diligence of all the stuff that we buy.
I wonder, as somebody who was early, as you point out, in doing SPACs and are up to number 7 or 8 at this point, when you see, 10 SPACs priced every day, virtually this week, it seems like, what are your thoughts on the product itself and how you differentiate yourself, but sort of whether or not there's kind of a bubble here?
Yes. Look, it's all a bit of an art, a bit of a science. And our job is to make sure we price this correctly, to make sure that our investors are winning. We make sure that the sellers are winning. We're all aligned. In our situation, we put a lot of skin in the game to make sure that we're aligned with our investors as well. So it's a bit of an art, a bit of a science, and it's a playbook that we have built over the last SPAC that we have done.
Yeah, and Matt, back to the business itself, of course, valuing it around 9.5 times your estimated 2021 adjusted net income. You're a large business. You've been around for 35 years. In the press release, you say that you provide through proprietary technology that enables your clients to process mortgage applications at faster speeds and provide lower rates than competitors. What does that actually mean? What's that proprietary technology that enables that faster process and lower rates?
Yeah, a lot of people talk about, hey, they're a technology company, We actually are a technology company that creates a faster, easier process, and that comes through in the lower interest rates. So if you look at the interest rates we offer consumers through our mortgage broker partners, it's lower than the averages across the country. And so that's because of our technology, our efficiencies, and we're going to continue to add to that. So, we always talk about the fastest, easiest way, cheapest way to get a mortgage is through a mortgage broker, and so we're going to continue to empower them and help those mortgage brokers throughout America continue to offer great deals for consumers and help them get a house or refinance a house whenever they're looking for it.
What would be an example of it, though? I know it's proprietary, but what would be an example of how you make the process faster?
Well, so we make it so all the docs are obviously e-signed, click of a button, and then the borrowers don't have to go chase down tax returns and we can all do it with our electronic technology internally. And so literally the borrowers can make the process. Nobody wants a mortgage. We run a mortgage company and no one wants a mortgage. They want a house. And so we make it so it's so simple. They can focus on the house. We can do the mortgage with using technology that we built internally, proprietary stuff, to make it so it's so simple. So the consumer says, wow, is that all we got to do for a mortgage? That's pretty easy. I got to go back to this mortgage broker again.
And that speed, of course, Matt, is important so long as people want mortgages, which right now they absolutely do. There's a ton of refinancing going on. The housing market is absolutely booming. But the number one risk factor in your filing is the fact that your business is very, very dependent on the health of the U.S. residential mortgage market. So what are you seeing on the ground right now? And do you think that we're near a peak?
Yeah, so absolutely. Obviously, when lower rates are lower, everyone in the mortgage business does well. But the difference with UWM and our company is we've won in the purchase market as well. And so we win in all cycles in that respect, where we're not 95% refinance business where a lot of our competitors may be. We're focused on purchase along with helping the broker channels grow. And so yes, if the market slows down a little bit, that's okay, because actually we'll gain share. Our broker channel is going to grow as more and more consumers understand you go to findamortgagebroker.com to get a mortgage, the fastest, easiest way to get one, and we're going to grow. So our pie will grow at UWM.
Alec, how long do you plan to stay an investor at UWM? Obviously, with the deal closing today, you have a bit more flexibility, but how long do you plan on holding your stock?
Well, our vision is always long term, and I believe in Matt and his company and what he's doing. So we're here for a long time. Everything we do is about long term vision. It's not about a short, quick profit kind of thing. So we're here to stay for.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.